What is going on, everybody? What is going on YouTube? Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing well. Last week I talked about how this week, today, Sunday, January 12th, I was gonna talk about my injury video. Not injury video, but talk about the injuries I've had in the past. And that's what I'm going to talk about to you guys and girls to you today. So yeah, where do I begin? First injury. Yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. I'll talk about the lift after song of the week, all that good stuff. You know how it goes. But yeah, I mean, my first major injury, and it's a pretty common injury in the lifting community. It's a lower back injury. So this actually happened back in 2021. I can't remember what month, but well, it's either between June or July. I want to say ending June, beginning July. Anyways, yeah, I injured my lower back. So what actually led to this? So there was a week where I was working out with a friend, and to keep in mind, at the time my split was a push-pull legs. So just imagine the recovery. You're working out 6 days a week. I'd implement. What led to the injury was deadlifts. But let me explain. So I do legs twice a week. Um, yeah, and then again, like I said, push pull legs training 6 times a week, and yeah, I mean the recovery wasn't well. But anyways, yeah. So I was training with a friend. I power lifted a friend. Just imagine that, a power lifter. We went to do a deadlift session, and that that day didn't cause any harm to my lower back, but because I did train with him. Like I said, he's a power lifter. I went pretty heavy, and the entire session felt great. Right after deadlifts, we just did his squat and bench. I just squat and bench with them. But what caused it was, not fully recovering. 2 days later, 3 days later, sorry about that. I decided to do deadlifts again with another group of friends. Um, I learned the hard way. Do not do deadlift sessions, heavy deadlift sessions back to back. So, this third well, this back-to-back deadlift session that I had, I was with my friends. At the time, I mean, I've never really deadlifted heavy. I just deadlifted a good amount of weight for a pretty high amount of reps. I remember the weight on the bar. It was 275 or 280, 275 or 285. And I was repping it for like 8 or 10. And I just remember on that last set before, nothing popped, but before I set the bar on the ground and stood up, something didn't feel right. So, yeah, it was, I believe, my third or fourth set of deadlifts. And I remember telling my friends, cool, I'm trying to get six, 5 or 6. I got the fifth one, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna keep going for like 3 or 4 more. I went for them, and it felt great. In the moment when for me, for my experience at least, when I was deadlifting, I felt fine. It wasn't until I put the bar on the ground, stood up straight, and my back was just hurting. I honestly can't describe the feeling, but I was like, yeah, something isn't right. Yeah, like right after the deadlifts, we did leg press, and when I was trying to lay down on leg press, I couldn't bend like for the life of me. I couldn't bend down. But I did force myself through the entire workout. I don't know how I did it. Um, yeah, I managed to get through the workout, and I even went to work that day. I worked at a fast food restaurant at the time. I was a cook, so just imagine, like walking around, bending, grabbing things. I want to say that I felt, like grandpa. Um, this pain lasted for about, I want to say a month and a half. It probably could have lasted a little bit less, but I continued to work out through the pain. Like I said, it eventually went away after a month or two, but it was so difficult doing the most basic things in life. Physical basic things, as in, you know, getting out of bed, tying your shoes, hopping in the shower, sitting down on the toilet. It was so bad to the point where even sitting down for like long periods of time just hurt my back. Yeah, but yeah, that was the first major injury I had. Going into the new year, like I said, this lower back injury was in 2021. And going into the new year, 2022, I experienced what I believe was a nerve problem slash scapular problem. I say that because I never really confirmed what it was. I've been to multiple doctors. I went to multiple doctors and they weren't ever able to confirm what I had. But so, what causes injury? And I remember the exact day this injury was caused. Because right after that day, my right arm, shoulder just didn't feel right. So what was it? I went to go work out with a friend. It was a same powerlifter friend, but we didn't do any heavy lifting. My guess is that what caused it was a accessory movement that we did, but me, I did it incorrectly. Most likely a raise, if I remember correctly, for the rear delt. Yeah, but anyways, right after that day, my right shoulder just fresh right shoulder, entire arm felt completely sore. Days after, I noticed that, when continue to lift, that my right side would give out. My right side is my most dominant arm, but it was just strange because it'd give out a lot faster than my left arm, my weaker arm. Months, not months, but weeks would pass, and it came to a point where I couldn't pull, curl, push, literally do anything. My nerves would start hurting around my elbow area, and, and I really can't describe like how the pain felt. The best way I could describe it, if I could even describe it, was it's just when I'd curl or pull around my elbow area, it felt staticky, and I mean it just hurt. And when I'd push around my forearms, it felt staticky as well, and I just I'd give out because it keep hurting. I'd continue to work out with that problem, but really I was just unmotivated most of the time. I just half-ass my workouts. It came to a point where I did stop working out for a bit, but then, days would pass and I'm like, okay, let's try working out again. And it'd feel good, but the problem just kept coming back. And it was probably best to just, let working out, like, not work out at all. Because around January 2023, I had my third issue slash problem. So, timeline again, February 2022 is where the scapula nerve problem happened. And going into the new year around January, I don't want to get into the specifics of this problem, but let's just say it was an internal issue that I had in my body. This internal issue was, I'd want to say, my worst issue that I had. The lower back problem was pretty big, but this one just, I got into a really deep hole with this one. So yeah, this internal issue really basically completely shut down my motivation. I did nothing. Uh, Rotted away in my room. But yeah, I mean, this problem was so big beginning of January, um, to the point where I really didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to see anybody do anything. Like I said, I just rotted away in my room. Went to doctors, try to help me, no help whatsoever. I Around May, June, I did find a doctor that was able to help me, but I still didn't work out. I stopped working out for about almost, I want to say 8, 9 months. I tried to work out here and there, just calisthenics, body weight, but it just wasn't helping. And like I discussed with the previous injury, the nerve scapular problem, it was probably best to stay away with it because this third issue that I had was kind of a blessing in disguise. So let's see, looking at the timeline again. So around, I had this internal issue that began around January 2023, and it really didn't get, I mean, it got better over time with that doctor that I did see, but I felt, I'd say 70 to 80% better next year, July, August 2024. And when I did, start going to the gym again, begin to introduce training again consistently, like I said, July, August 2024, I noticed that I was able to pull, push, and, do basic things with my right arm again. And, just looking back, I was like, yeah, I probably should have stayed away from training around 2022 to heal it. Like I said, blessing in disguise. And it wasn't really until September, late September, where I began to feel like myself again. I was able to train consistently, and I was just extremely happy to begin doing it again. Working out every single week, looking forward to the exercises that I was able to do before. It just felt amazing. But, these injuries that I have listed, I still deal with them, just not as much anymore. So let's go back a little bit here. Starting with the lower back one, I do get days here and there, not as consistent as how it was, but it'd be like a day where I'd have like a little bit of slight pain in my lower back, but it'd go away after a couple of exercises that I do implement. Um, Mentioned it before, and I'll mention it again. I am strengthening my lower back and trying to desensitize it as much as I can. And for this nerve one, I do experience no pain, but just a slight discomfort every now and then. But it wasn't as bad as it was in 2022 to 2023. Um, I did mention that on that right side, I did lose a good amount of muscle mass on my right arm. I looked weird in the mirror. I can't explain it much more. So yeah, I do work out my right arm a little bit more than my left. Just trying my best to even it out. And then with this internal issue, I still deal with it a little bit here and there. Every now and then I do get flare-ups with the internal issues, but just like the lower back one and the nerve one, it's not as bad as it was before. I'm able to work through them. Um, you know, work out, have fun consistently, and that's where it's at. I mean, those were the injuries and issues that I've had, and you know, look, I'm still here. I'm still standing. I haven't gave up just yet, and I don't plan on giving up now. But all those problems that I've had, made me view life a bit different. My diet's a lot different. The way I view working out, exercising, training, I view it a lot more differently now. And I'm just a lot more cautious now when it comes to health, just overall health, not just training and nutrition, but, just taking care of yourself. I view it a lot more differently now. And I'm kind of glad these injuries and past experiences that I've had, past 3 to 4 years happen. It kind of made me mature in a way. I grew a lot as a person, learned a lot as well. But yeah, I mean that's enough of that of the injuries. Sorry that this video was really long. I knew it was gonna be long. I just didn't think it was gonna be this long, like passing 10 minutes. But anyways, details on what everybody saw in the background while I recorded this voiceover. As you guys know, or just seen, I hope you guys looked at it. I did get a new bench. Yay, congratulations to me. Very, very happy and excited about that. Got a new bench. A huge, huge, huge thank you and shout out to my homie that's in the video. He helped me set this bench up. If he wasn't here, it would have took me, more than an hour 30. But, thanks to him. And thank you for letting me record you again if you're watching this. Exercises. You guys saw what we did. It's already past 10 minutes. I don't want to explain it to you guys. But yeah, I mean, that's going to do it for the end of the video. I'm sorry for not explaining the exercises. I hope you know what they were. It was shown. Yeah, I'm going to end the video right there. Song of the week is by Nothing. Song name is called ACD, which stands for Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. And I mean, yeah, it's gonna be the end of the video right there. And if I had a message, for this video, I guess the message would be to just keep showing up, do not give up, especially if you have something that you enjoyed doing in the past, but something came up, problem arised. Just know that it's not the end of the world. Put in a good amount of work, hard work. I'm pretty biased when it comes to that. But look at me. I'm still here. I managed to do it. I'm sure you could do it. If I managed to do it, I am 100% sure you could do it. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed your week. Hope you guys enjoyed the following week. And like I say every single time, I hope you guys enjoy every other week you guys have. Make the most of it. That is it. Bye. Go have fun. Do whatever you want. Peace out. I'll see you guys later.